What's going on, guys? I want to thank you for coming back to Clever's Multiverse. And today I want to do my very first unboxing ever. So, the unboxing that I chose to go with was going to be the Grey Hulk and Bruce Banner double pack. Now, this figure was released on August 1st for the United States, which means it's about going on 90 days old, which is ancient in figure review terms. But there's a reason why I did not pick this figure up right away. And the reason why I didn't pick this figure up right away is because I already had the 80th anniversary Grey Hulk. And I'm thinking to myself, do I really need two Grey Hulks? What is the difference? To be honest with you, the only reason I really wanted this pack was for Bruce Banner. Now, is Bruce Banner worth buying a whole nother Grey Hulk? So that's what I want to get into today. I want to do the comparisons. I want to see what's going on with Bruce Banner. I want to compare the two Grey Hulks, and I want to see what are the differences. Is this just a cash grab? Is this just a repaint? Do they have any nuances? Is it worth having both Grey Hulks? So that's what I want to get into today on Clever's Multiverse. Let's go.
All right, so here we go. I've already cut off the tape on the side. Let's see what we got going on at the top. Is there anything here? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Already ripped the box. I'm already doing bad. All right, let's see what we got going on. I'm gonna have to fix that box. Oh wow. Look at that Grey Hulk. That figure is massive. Okay. Wow. This figure is even bigger than I remember him being. Okay. All right. So there we have it in all its glory. This is everything we got going. I'm going to set them up and we're going to come right back and we're going to see what's going on. Okay. Here we have it. The Grey Hulk and Bruce Banner deluxe set or double figure box set, whatever you want to call it, unboxed and displayed for your viewing pleasure. Now, let me keep it 100. The only reason why I bought this box set was because I wanted Bruce Banner. You know, I already have the Green Hulk, I already have the Gray Hulk, I already have the Red Hulk, I have Green She-Hulk, I have Gray She-Hulk, and I have a Hulk Maestro. But where do they all come from, right? Now, there has never been a Bruce Banner ever in his prime and glory for Hasbro before. I mean, we did have the Mark Ruffalo version, but let's be real. I'm not really too big on MCU figures. I'm into the comic figures. Now, this Bruce Banner, let's keep it 100. Is it the most exclusive figure? Not really. This reminds me of like the Chameleon. This reminds me of any figure that's just suited up and doesn't have any real powers. That's what's going on with them. It's basically the same thing. The pant legs with the jacket that doesn't have the arms, which means when you go on the inside, we have the color change from the white arms to the orange shirt. We have the glasses, which I have the Dark Beast, and trust me, those glasses tend to get lost very quickly should you drop them on the floor. I want to keep it 100. I really love this Bruce Banner figure. This Bruce Banner figure, I feel like completes something for me that I have not had for a long time, or I have not had ever. I mean, you know, Spider-Man has the Peter Parkers, but we don't have the Bruce Banner to the Hulk. Now, the only thing that upsets me is that it comes with the Gray Hulk and not the Green Hulk, but it is what it is. Even Hulk hates Bruce Banner. He's not nobody's go-to figure. But if you want an exclusive collection and you want somebody in your collection to really put the nail in the coffin, I would think you have to have a Bruce Banner. Like I said, this came out once before with the Toy Biz, which was, in my opinion, horrible. And then it came out again with the Mark Ruffalo, but we have never had a comic accurate Bruce Banner figure, which to me just seals the deal. Now let's get into it. The Grey Hulk. Now, on first impressions, I'm not gonna lie to you, kind of impressed with this figure. So, being that I have a few Hulks that I can gauge and look back on, the thing I really like about this, without even pulling out the other one, I can tell you is the head to body ratio. This head looks more fitting for the body. This head looks more, I don't know, it just looks healthier as opposed to the other Grey Hulk that I have. And I wouldn't have known that had I not pulled this Gray Hulk out the stash. Look at the paint job on this one. So this one has a smooth gray. It doesn't have any shadows. It doesn't have anything where you can see highlights too much. It's very, very clean as far as the paint job is concerned. It looks like a monotone paint job, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like it has any shadows, has any outlines, has any depth to it. But I really like it. I like it more than I really should like it, to be honest with you. Now, these pants are very similar to the last ones. I want to say these are a little bit lighter, but we're going to find out when I really pull out the other Gray Hulk that I have. We're going to put them side by side. We're going to do a comparison, and we're going to see what's going on with these guys and if it's really a big deal. So far, to be honest with you, I am not really unimpressed. Like, for somebody who has a Gray Hulk, I don't feel like I got done dirty. But let's just take a look on the side by side and put the 80th anniversary against the 60th anniversary, and we're going to see how that plays out. Alrighty, so here we are. We have the 60th anniversary Gray Hulk on the left, and we have the 80th anniversary Hulk on the right. And right away, I can see a couple of differences, right? So the first thing I can see off top is the color scheme on these two. So the 60th anniversary is a lighter gray, has a lighter orange, has a lighter blue on the pants. I do see some minute differences. Pants are a lot dark bluer. These are light bluer. Now, from the body sculpt, I'm going to be honest with you, I always loved this 80th anniversary Hulk right here. I never had a problem with it. I always liked it. It's felt good in my collection, especially when I had the gray She-Hulk next to her. But now that I look at the differences between the head sculpts, I really like this head sculpt a lot better. Like, this head sculpt is more reminiscent to what I grew up reading in the comics, as opposed to this head sculpt on the 80th anniversary, where I feel like this looks more, I mean, let me know if I'm lying, but this looks more like a Marvel Zombies Gray Hulk. This looks more like, I don't know, let me bring him closer. So, I don't know. Do you see this head sculpt right here? You guys can see what I'm talking about? This looks more, I don't remember Grey Hulk looking like this. I don't remember him having such a zombie-ish face. I really don't. I mean, I love the color scheme. I love the shadows. I don't know if you can tell, but they have a lot more shadows in depth. It has more striation of the muscle. It looks like he's flexing. It looks like he's really trying to make something happen, like he might be squeezing that pipe in real time. This one right here, it looks like he's more stagnant. It looks like he's just standing still. It doesn't really look like he has too much muscle striation going on. Doesn't have any shadows in the depth of the crevices of the muscle. I mean, these are little things that we could look at and we could say, wow, I never had a problem with my Gray Hulk, to be honest with you. I looked at this like it was a cash grab in the beginning, and I said, these guys are just repainting figures and they're just slapping on whatever, and they're doing it just because people want Bruce Banner, right? But the more I look at this, the more I start to think that maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's worth having both of these figures. I'm not 100% sure. Let's keep digging into it. Okay, so now we're going to come up with the orange overalls. These are the ones that came with each. They are not exactly the same. I mean, they are the same, but the color match and the color wave is way different. This is painted a little bit different. So we're going to start off with the 80th anniversary. This one looks like it's a little darker, has a little more wear and tear on it. It looks like it has some like dirt and usage on it, and it makes it look a little more like he's been through it, right? So let's put that down right there. So then we're gonna have the 60th anniversary, and this one right here looks a lot cleaner. Looks like he could have just transformed from being Bruce Banner. Like Bruce Banner was in the lab doing some science stuff, and somebody pissed him off at the wrong moment, and boom, there we have it. So, you know, he just transformed. It does have some spidiness in the front. I'm not sure if that's by design or if that's meant to be just some filler. I'm not really sure. It's okay. The 80th, this one doesn't have it, to be honest with you, but it does have more wear and tear in the back. It does have a lot more. Let me see. usage in the back, maybe like it's been worn before, as opposed to the 60th anniversary, which looks a lot cleaner, to be honest with you. It looks like he, I mean, basically just transformed, like probably at the wrong moment in the middle of like a job interview or something like that, or in the middle of him running a speech about, you know, gamma radiation, and then boom, there we go. All right, let's take a look at the iron pipes. Let's see what's going on with this pipe. So I'm going to take this pipe off, pop this back over here. So this is the pipe that came with the 80th anniversary edition. It looks like a rusty brown with some wear and tear on it. It's basically, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's basically the same exact pipe. I mean, if I was to hold these next to each other, you would I'll bring the other one closer. If I was to put the other one next to it, it's the same exact pipe. It's basically a repaint. So which repaint do we like the best? I mean, this one has a rust brown, you know, with some metal that looks like it's still there, or maybe scraped off the paint. And this looks a little more realistic to me than the other one, but let's see what's going on. So put this one down. And this is from the new 60th anniversary double pack with Bruce Banner. And this one, all right, one thing for sure, I can tell you it's completely painted. It doesn't have any wear and tear on it, as opposed to this one, the brown, where you can see some wear and tear. Maybe he beat a couple of enemies with it over the head a couple of times. Maybe it was getting corroded in the subways, whatever. This one looks like it has some real wear and tear to it. This one looks like it was painted over. It looked like it was a piece of garbage or a piece of metal that Hulk came across. Either it was brand new or they painted it after the fact. So it doesn't have as much wear and tear. But to be clear, that seems to be going with the theme of what we got going on here with the new Hulk 60th anniversary looking as if it's newer, less distressed, clean cut, less shadows. And the pipe is going along with that same theme, as well as the overalls. They're all going with the same thing. They're all going with the clean cut. Haven't been through it, just transformed 5 minutes ago. Let's see what happens. And then we have over here the 80th anniversary, which everything seems distressed. This one looks a little more worse for wear, as this shirt looks like he's been transformed for a few days. This pipe, once again, looks like he's done beat somebody with it a couple of times, or he had trouble taking it off wherever it came from. And those are the obvious differences that I can see from right now. Now, let's take a closer look at the head sculpts. Now, this one comes with some accessories. So this one comes with an extra head sculpt, which is, great, because if you're trying to go for a different mood, expression, whatever the case is, you have your choices. With the old school Hulk, you have the same exact head sculpt, which looks like a Marvel Zombies. I never had a problem with it until today. To be honest with you, I never had a problem with it. So now that I see this one, this is more reminiscent of the box art. It's more reminiscent of the nostalgia. It's more reminiscent of exactly how the gray Hulk looked. He always had a wider face. He always didn't look as sharp as the green one, even though this one is smarter. I mean, especially with this head sculpt as well. I like them both, to be honest with you. I really can't make a pick of which one I like the best. I guess it goes for what expression you have going on. The only thing that I can say is that this head sculpt makes it appear as if he's looking up. This one makes it look like he's looking straight ahead. I mean, Hulk is already a big character. He's bigger than almost anybody you're going to see on the street level, on the super level. It would take cosmic level people or like to really one up him as far as size, and I don't really see him looking up to a lot of people, so I'm not sure where they got this looking up. But I mean, you have to get really close to notice it, to be honest with you. If you had him high on the shelf and he's just looking at somebody and he's just thinking about doing what he has to do, you're really not going to notice that. But I mean, come on, we're MCU collectors, we're comic collectors, we're Marvel Legends collectors. We put a lot of money into this, and we know everything. We notice everything. That's one thing about us, right, guys? And then we also have, that comes with this particular Gray Hulk, is a set of alternating hands. So you can either have each hand fisted or each hand open. So right now I have one fisted hand and I have one open hand for Grey Hulk because that's the one that he was using to grab the pipe, obviously. And I don't know. To be honest with you, in the beginning, I was thinking, I don't need this Hulk. I really want the Bruce Banner. Let me see, let's put Bruce Banner back in the mix. So I was thinking to myself, I really just want Bruce Banner. It sucks that he has to come with another Grey Hulk. But I'm going to be honest with you. Now that I've really taken a look at these figures, I kind of like the new 60th anniversary better than the 80th anniversary. I really do. Like it just stands out more. His pecs, even though they're not striated, I really like them a lot better. He's not flexing, but he looks more potent. The head sculpt is better. I actually like the light blue jeans. It makes it pop on that gray as opposed to that dark blue on the 80th anniversary. I don't know. It's just something about it that makes me think, hey, maybe you need both of these guys. So who is this box set for? All right. So if you're the type of person or you're the type of collector that money isn't an object and you're just running around all willy-nilly just buying whatever it is that you want, shout out to you. Go ahead, get it, throw it in your collection, make us all proud. Now, if you're like the rest of us, myself included, where you're being a little more selective and you're trying to figure out who it is that you're trying to throw in your collection, then I would say let's run through the price points really quick before we make a decision. So I'm going to think about this objectively as if I don't have both of these figures in my collection. Let's start off with the 80th anniversary. So the 80th anniversary, let's be real, came out 3.5 years ago. That's not even on Hasbro Pulse no more. You're not going to find that in Walmart or Target or GameStop. It's not going to be sitting on the shelf. You might find it in a comic specialty store if you have one around your neighborhood. Maybe he has one on a shelf or something like that. But now we're talking about luck of the draw, and only one or two people are going to luck out like that. Realistically, you're going to have to go to the secondhand market. Now, the good news is that the price now for that figure, the 80th anniversary, has dropped ever since this new figure came out. So I'm finding it on eBay right now. Today's Halloween, 10/31/23. I'm finding it on eBay for $40 flat. Free shipping. I'm not sure if the tax is included. So let's say $40 to $45. You're taking that bad boy home. We're talking mint in box. That's a pretty good deal if there was nothing else out. So now let's switch to the 60th anniversary. The box set is readily in stores. You can find it probably still in Target. You could probably find it, sitting on a retail shelf anywhere. And we're talking about, like I said, I think I paid $56 for it plus tax. Let's round it off to $60. You're getting two figures. You're going to get Bruce Banner, and if the figures are going for $25 for a single figure, that means that Hulk is going for $35. $35 for a Hulk? That's crazy. Hulks never go for $35. You also have to add in the fact that you're going to get the alternate hands. You're going to get the extra head sculpts. The only bad part is that it does come in the cardboard box, but it is what it is. The last part is if you're a mint and box collector. So if you're the type of person that wants to display your figures on the wall and you want everybody to see them and you don't want to open it, then you're stuck on the 80th anniversary because nobody wants to display a cardboard box. I mean, that's why we all hate the new packaging, but that's where we're at right now. So if I had to take a guess, if I didn't have one, money was an object, and I'm trying to be as feasible as possible, I would say, without a doubt, go for the new 60th anniversary Hulk. It comes with more accessories. It comes with a better head sculpt. The only bad part is the pipe. The pipe looks a little too new for me, but that's not a bad trade-off at all. $35 for a Hulk and $25 for a Bruce Banner. I really did it for the Bruce Banner. A lot of people don't like Bruce Banner. I don't know why, and some people have been saying they don't really want it. They could do without it. Whatever. I need Bruce Banner the same way I need Peter Parker in my collection. That's what I'm trying to do, and I'm more than happy that I got that figure. To keep it real, if you're just now getting the Grey Hulk and you had a chance to skip on the 80th anniversary because you wasn't collecting or you couldn't get it or whatever the case is, and you just winding up getting the 60th anniversary and that's it, I think you're blessed. You're in a really good space. The one thing I will say is that I really wish I could merge the two of them together. So like I wish I could have the 60th anniversary color scheme with the light gray and the light blue pants with the shadows and the striations and the cuts that come with the darker 80th anniversary. If we could merge those two, I think we'd be golden. But to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure Marvel already thought about that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they pop up with another one in the next year or so. And with that being said, I'm out of here. I want to thank you for stopping by Clever's Multiverse. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because that's the only way I'm going to know if you guys are feeling what I'm doing. This is for us. Peace.